There's a power in the physical act of bowing, of lowering your head to someone's feet. But we should realize eventually that this act of prostration, which initially through our devotion and love is something external, that external, which is very important, and is full of love and adoration, that ultimately becomes superficial. And that same prostration, which is initially physical, becomes the inward turning of the mind towards the subject self. Whichever of these you do, it doesn't matter. Whether you feel like you want to bow to him physically, or you want to bow to him in your mind, that's mentally, or you turn towards yourself. All these are the same. In one way, the more subtle is the better. But in actuality, all of these are the same. Whichever one of these you do is the same. So the external bowing is just as good as the turning towards the self. So whichever of these you want to do, I encourage you to bow, to prostrate yourself wholeheartedly, to give yourself. Now, this may not logically make much sense, but it doesn't matter if it makes logical sense or not. Through doing it with faith, with love, with devotion, you will see for yourself how this makes sense. You'll see the changes that occur, the faith that comes into your heart. Faith is the same as love and happiness, by the way. It's the same as this inner, non-verbal conviction of what is, that you can't obtain from mere reading or studying on the level of the intellect. You'll see how all these three, of the external bowing, prostrating yourself physically, or surrendering yourself to him mentally, or the higher turning towards the self, which is self-inquiry. These are all one. And they actually are, even though I've just said it's the higher, it's all the same. Doesn't matter which of these you do. Naturally, the coarser will lead to the more subtle. And yet they are all the same. So, if you are doing your self-inquiry and you're abiding as Sat Chit, never look down on those who have no idea about self-inquiry and who are humbly prostrating their bodies to an idol, to a deity. That person who is humbly prostrating their body may know nothing of self-inquiry, may know nothing of the path of knowledge, may not have read any of the scriptures. They may be far more advanced than you, than you in your journey. So let us bow and give ourselves to Bhagwan. Let us surrender to him. Let us rest our weary heads at his feet, literally and figuratively. We come to discover our true nature as Sat Chit. And in doing so, we take our rightful seat at his right-hand side and join him. Become one with him till the distinction between I and he is no longer. This is Bhakti, this is Jnana, this is Dhyana, meditation, this is yoga, etc., etc. It is our own yearning, our own desire to be one with him, which means our own desire to be happy and free. It is our own desire, which is spontaneous and innate. We cannot help but have this desire. Until the self is realized, this desire will be there. Until the ego is totally, completely destroyed, this desire will keep on rising. The desire to be one with him. The desire for happiness, for liberation. The desire to discover our true nature as divine, the birthless, the deathless. It is this desire that gives birth to everything. And it's this desire that gives birth to the Guru, the teaching, and to liberation. Knowing this, let us give ourselves to him.